What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Another day and more eBay stuff, right? So first off, I want to ask everyone a favor. I'm thinking about doing probably on Fridays a what sold video. So I don't know if you guys are interested in that or not, but leave me a comment and let me know. I'd really appreciate your feedback on that because I don't know if it is a good video to do. I know some people do them, but I've never really done them. So let me know if you're interested in that. We'll figure something out. I'll figure out a way to do it and make it happen. But it'll probably be on Fridays, just because Fridays are the easiest day of the week for me. So that'd be the best day to do it. So um, had a couple of things come up that I think are important. Um, well, one, and this question gets asked a lot, is the scan sheet. So when you print out a scan sheet, take it to the post office, and they scan the scan sheet, that's it. That's where it ends. It's not an acceptance scan or an origin scan. Is origin acceptance, I think, is what it's called on eBay. Um, all that scan sheet means is you have a way to say, okay, here's my 20 items. There you go. They're in that bag. And the person at the post office just goes, okay, sheet's been scanned. Um, there could be 2 packages in there. There could be 50 packages in there. There's no idea. The post office has no idea which actually is in that bag. So, of course, that stands to reason that with eBay, that is not a scan. That's not an acceptance scan saying, we have this shirt you sold to this buyer. So, when you just think about it logically, it answers your own question. It's not, don't even count it like a scan. Don't count it like anything. Just count it as, yep, I dropped my items off at the post office and I hope they scan them before midnight. So, that's the dangers with using a scan sheet. I've used one for years. I've never had any issues until lately. So the old post office where I used to live before I moved here, they scanned all the packages that were in the post office every night before the trucks left. That was just part of their daily duties. Here, they don't do that. Here, they're like, well, if we have time, we'll scan them. Now, it's a small town, and I hadn't had any problems. Once they switched to Ground Advantage, they moved their facility. They moved to where they take our mail another, what would it be, another 2 hours away, hour and a half away. So it gets there later. So sometimes my origin scan, and this has only happened, I think, 4 times, doesn't happen until after midnight, which means I didn't fulfill my same day business handling obligations, right? So I'm now thinking, okay, well, what's my other option? So I was talking to the post office yesterday, and they're like, well, no, the scan sheet should be fine. So I had to explain everything to them and just say, so can you guys scan my packages? They're like, well, I don't know. And I just thought, it's your job, right? Like you're basically saying, I don't know if I can do my job. So I didn't want to cause a big commotion and all that. Um, now I know that I can report them and I can make them do it, but I don't know. I don't really want to have to go that route. So what I'm thinking of doing, and this will be easier for me as well, is doing pickup. I don't know exactly how it works because I've never done it before. I've read, as I'm sure many of you have, how it works. It's free. You just schedule it, then you get with a person, and you're just really nice to them and tell them you need the packages scanned, and they're more apt to do it. Give them water, give them candy, whatever. So I'm thinking I might try that at the beginning of the year and see how it goes. See what kind of feedback I get from the driver, whoever it is. And, because some days I'll have 10 packages, some days I'll have 40 or 50. Now, here's the thing that really pisses me off about all this. If you think about it, how long does it take to scan 50 packages? Maybe 10 minutes? Maybe. Because all they're doing is setting them on the scale and scanning. Boop, press the button. I've watched them do it. In fact, yesterday when I came, the lady was doing it for another person that has a business. So I'm like, you're telling me you don't want to spend an extra 10 minutes? Like, you're in a small town. This is a slow post office. Every time I go there, except for during the holidays, the last probably week and a half, there's usually never anyone in line. The only people that are there are the people coming into their PO box and leaving. That's it. So you can't, and there's 3 employees. So you're telling me that you don't have time to do it? It's like, wow. So, anyways, um, that's the deal with the scan sheet. They're not good. They don't count as anything, so don't feel protected with them. Number 2, I had a situation that was kind of interesting. So I have this package. I sent it out on the 1st. The customer emails me. There was a language barrier. I wasn't really sure what they're trying to tell me. So then I look up the tracking, and the package has been to the same Florida facility 4 times. So it's lost, or who knows what's happening. So I call USPS, open up a case. I know you can do it automated. I actually talked to a person because, and I figured this would happen, eBay, when you call them, is going to be like, did you talk to someone or automated? So talk to person. Okay, we'll get back to you in 2 to 3 business days and we'll figure out what's going on. Okay, great. So buyer hasn't opened up an item not received case or anything like that. Then the buyer emails me, or I let the buyer know, hey, I spoke to the post office, 2 to 3 business days. We'll have an answer. What's going on? Then the buyer emails me yesterday, hey, can you just refund me? I'm like, I don't think I have to, but I wanted to call eBay and just get their take on this whole thing. Call them, explain the situation. First question, did you talk to an actual rep? Yes, I did. At USPS, I talked to an actual person. Okay, good. Buyer opened a not received item not received case? No. Okay, you don't have to do anything yet. Let's see what happens with the post office. Post office can't find the package. Then you should refund the buyer and then work with the post office to get your reimbursement. Okay, no problem. So that's what I told the person, and they haven't got back to me. But that's how, like, especially if you're new and this is your first one, that's how you handle those situations. It's just you don't have to refund them, but you should open up a case with USPS, because obviously from here to Florida, it's supposed to be there 3 to 5 business days, I believe, is ground advantage, and that's what this is. You don't have to do anything yet. You got to open up that case and get that figured out with the post office. Now, you're not going to check every single item you ship to make sure it gets to your customer. So usually the only way you're going to find out an item is lost is the customer's going to email you and say, hey, I've actually had packages sent back to me that have been floating around for like a month and the buyer has never emailed me. And I just thought, man, you must have a lot of money to spend $20 on a shirt, never get it, and not even notice. I don't know. But anyway, so I emailed the customer, say, hey, your item was returned to me. Not sure what happened. Here's your full refund. I'm going to list it again. If you want it, here's the link. Bam. And they probably never buy again because I never hear back from the people. So that's kind of how you can handle those situations. All right, so let's get on to what the heck is going on with the store. So here's the last 31 days. Lots of downs, except for organic impressions and our sales. But this doesn't always equal money, right? Because we're selling a lot of, probably 70% of what we're selling are items $5, $3, $10 and under, right? So, and we have about 2,000 more of those to go out of our 5,300 store. Our store isn't growing right now. It's shrinking a little bit. We had to go down to 10 a day. I believe it was on the 9th of December right here. So you can see we shrunk 3 there, but not there. So that evened out. But 17, 10, 19, 9, and 3 today. So, I'm fine with the store shrinking. I just want to get rid of these crap items, and that's what's happening. So I'm really happy with that. You can see our traffic really hasn't, I mean, this is midweek, right? So traffic went down. We'll see how we do. Now, next week, I'm going out of town on Wednesday. So I'll probably only do one video on Monday. Maybe I'll do a Tuesday video. But other than that, I'll be gone for a week. So you won't see any videos. So just prepare for that. Not like you really have to do anything. You just don't watch. You can watch all my older videos and give me a lot of view time. That'd be awesome. Um, but anyway, so we're doing good. Now these can be better. I've seen some with double digits here, and I was like, holy cow. So that tells me as we get rid of our bad items, these two will go up. Just should, right? That's what you want. And our ASP will go up. Our ASP is tanking. Like it was down to $15 the other day. That's just part of the process of going through this punishment of getting rid of these bad items. And like I said, they are selling. So we are getting through them. And I'm excited to see once we get through them what's going to happen. Now, we have 2,000 of them and we're selling, let's just say 6 a day. It's almost a year to get rid of all of them. I don't anticipate it's going to take that long. And I also think there's going to be a tipping point to where uh, those items, I mean, our good items already outweigh our bad, but I think that gap's going to become much wider. And it's going to be, hey, for the last month, we've only listed good items. So I think things will kind of just turn it around that way. Still be selling the old ones, but we'll be selling more of the better ones as well. And so when you look at this quantity sold, maybe it'll be half and half or 60-40 good to bad rather than the reverse of like 70-30 bad to good. Our ASP will also go up, which will make us more money. So, and if you're new here, the reason why I had to go down from 21 to 10 a day is because I did the math and I just simply found out I'm going to run out of money if I don't drop my listing goal. And we went to the thrift, found 55 good items, and I'm recording them on a spreadsheet. So I've already drafted 30 of them. Oh, I can't pull it up. I think I paid $190, and the value of what I have drafted with the 30 of them is like $800 or something like that. So $700. So we're way ahead of getting our money back and then some. Like we're probably gonna 4 to 5x our money. Now, those are retail prices on the spreadsheet, right? So there's probably going to be some discounts. So I'm thinking even at 70%, we're going to 4x our money, I think. Maybe 3x our money. So that's not bad. If you can do that every time, of course, you're going to get further and further ahead and your bank account's just going to grow. If I would have done this from day one, our business would be rocking and rolling right now. 3 years in, we'd be freaking, I don't even know how many. Well, I'd be listing however many I could by myself. My business partner actually may already be working full time. I mean, who knows? So it's just, it's just one of those deals. Sometimes, you learn at your pace you learn, and it takes longer than you think it should. But 3 years in, what if it was 20 years in and I just figured this out? I would have ran out of money for one, but for two, because the concept is real easy. It's just working it all out and all the moving pieces and everything else, all your little operations, things that you have to do to make a listing and run your business and shipping. And so, yeah, there's a lot to it. But once everything starts to come together, you learn more and more. I had all the information. It's just such a fire hose of information that you can only take so much in and you can only learn so fast. So that's kind of where I was perfecting my processes and so that I could list more. What I should have been doing is perfecting my brand knowledge, knowing my numbers, knowing, you know, not just my numbers on eBay, but okay, how do I need to buy? What stuff do I need to buy? It's going to make me money to keep rolling that money over to get that money back quicker. Because that's why I did that video on how long it takes to get $1 back in eBay. Because that's really what matters. It doesn't matter that you can buy something at $1 if it takes 2 years to sell. You're not going to see that money back for 2 years. That's not success for business. So I'm going to look at 90 days. I want my money back. So that means my store would have to have 100% 90-day sell-through rate. It's possible. It is possible. It's just you got to have the knowledge of how to run the business to make it do that. So, um, so right now we're listing 10 a day, right? So we need to be selling 300. We've sold 182. So we'll probably sell 300 this month. Now it's not the same 300 items that I listed, obviously, but you get my point. So we can't grow until we have the money, right? We're making enough money and we're selling 10 items a day. We're selling what we're listing per day. That's when I'm going to grow. Now we're 15 days in. So 10 a day would be 150, but we really didn't start it till the night. So that's what, 5-6 days. So how many have we sold since the night? 78. So see, we're selling enough items per day. We're selling everything we're listing and more, but we're not making the money we need to make per day, right? So that's because we're selling these lower end items. So it's just a growing pain that I have to go through. And yeah, just got to flush out the system and get rid of all that crap. It's just what you got to do. So hopefully you guys don't make the same mistakes I do. Hopefully you can learn from what I've done and remember that it's not always about the buy cost. It's about 100% about the sell-through rate. Because that $5 needs to come back quick so that I can take it and hopefully it's 10 when it comes back to me. Go buy 2 more, right? And then it's 24 and then, you guys get the point. You just multiply your money so that way you're spending 100 on inventory and putting 100 in the bank. Comes back around, I do it again. But this time it comes back as 300, so I can stick 200 in the bank, 100 in inventory. Simple concept. Sometimes it's hard to duplicate, but we'll get there. Just stay tuned, keep watching. All right, well, I appreciate everyone watching. Make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know, do you guys want to see what's selling in my store? Some people might like that. So let me know. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.